All right, we're outside, ready to go check on our garden. And no, I don't have a lot of gardening to be done today. I need to get with the program, I know that. But our stuff that is growing and healthy is looking pretty good, so let's take a look. Let's walk on up to our gigantic, I have been calling this a cucumber plant, but now that I'm looking at what's forming, I thought this was cucumber, but it might actually be zucchini. I'm not really sure, time will tell, but I've got some good growth happening here. Now on these squash plants, let's take a look here around, see what we got going on. We got lots of flowering, but I'm just not seeing a ton of squash. I mean, that, like a little bit ago, I was thinking, you know, that might turn into something right there. It's blurry right now. The sun, that right there. I love how that spirals around like that. It's just so cool. I know it's looking like we'll have some tomatoes. So these guys are trucking along. So for today's episode, I obviously didn't do a lot of gardening. It's hot outside. The breeze is kind of nice, but I might do some things tomorrow. I need to mow the yard. But the husband really needed a haircut, and so that's what we did today, this morning before church actually, which was the plan, but we still ran late for our virtual service that we try to attend. Anyway, I did cut his hair, and he did like it. It was actually the second time. I cut it once, just kind of trimming it up, like not doing anything too short last time, and he liked it. That built up enough trust for me to try. He wanted me to buy some actual clippers and cut. So complete amateurs, as amateur as I am at gardening, but it worked out. Anyway, it was quite the process, so that's the video I'm going to share with you today, and you'll get to see how that went down. I'll say this in the video again, but I'm not recommending this as a how-to video for cutting hair. I made some mistakes, and there are plenty of great videos out there to help you, and ultimately I hope we can all go back to our stylists very soon. So here we go. Hi everyone, so this is your distracted gardener not gardening in the bathroom with the husband to give him a haircut. Now, just so you know, I've already given him a haircut before using these scissors, and I did a good enough job that he's letting me do it again, but he wanted us to get some good clippers and really get a good cut. So this is not a professional video. I'm not creating this for you to you know, follow my lead. We're just kind of recording this for posterity. It could go really great, or he could be wearing a hat for the foreseeable future. So that's where we are. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and just work my way through. He likes my little music I put on my videos. So I'm going to use one of the biggest guards because you can't put hair back, so I'm going to start long. And if you want to learn how to cut your husband's hair or your children, please watch other videos. But if you want to feel better about yourself, if you try to cut hair, this one might be a good one for you.
This is a journal, not an instructional video.
Yes, yes. So we got these wall clippers here. They're the color-coded kind to make it really, really dummy-proof as much as possible, but they're really nice. They're pretty heavy, pretty good. So let's get started. Gonna put the clip on to get started with it. And I know that generally you want to start with a smaller one and work your way up. I'm just going to see with a few swipes how low that cuts, and then I'll know if I want to use others that are lower.
Do you have a water spray bottle?
I do have a water spray bottle, so, you know, the last time I was doing this, Will is like comparing this to his salon experience and like, you know, well, they spray my hair with a bottle, so here it is. And I get it. You are supposed to wet hair depending on how you're cutting it, you know, especially if you're using clippers like this, because it gives a more even cut. So we're just gonna spray his hair down.
That is cold. Oh my gosh.
Okay, and we'll take our comb and comb it down here. I'm gonna do this now, and let's wipe his face because I got water running down his face. This is like the opposite of the Sports Clips MVP happening right now. Okay.
It is what it is.
Alright, so we're going to start in the back here. Let me turn him and turn our clippers on. So I'm just going to go in an upward motion here. And they say to kind of divide the head into layers. So I feel comfortable with this length. And I can see that it's too long for this part of the head. So I'm gonna go ahead and step down a notch to make it a little shorter. So 8 was what I just used, and that was a 1 inch. And this next one is a 7/8 inch.
Typically the 1 inch is on the top.
Yes, and so I have one even lower than this, but like I said, I wanna be sure. I will now turn it and get the hair off here and get around the ear area.
Yeah, I don't think they wet the hair until they do the scissor part, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I probably shouldn't have wetted it actually. I don't think it's gonna be messed up, but let me go ahead and dry. I don't think it's good for the clippers actually.
It's not, no.
So let me backtrack on that.
Probably should have spoke up sooner. Apologize.
That's okay. Again, this is not a video you should copy. And please know, all of you that do this professionally, how much we appreciate you. And yeah, don't want to ruin these clippers.
No.
All right.
But yeah, they typically wet when it's time to use scissors. I think it's better to use the scissors. It's easier to use the scissors or something like that when the hair
Well,
is wet.
and yeah, maybe that's what the video said. I know she told us that it needed to be wet in the video I watched, but maybe not when the clippers were going, so.
No, I don't think my mom ever cut my hair with wet clippers.
Alright,
Not that I would advocate for my mom's hair cutting.
so we're just gonna dry this up.
Because it was normally just bzz, bzz.
You always what?
I always look like this when I'm doing
Alright, we're dry now.
We're something.
So much faith. Okay,
I mean, look.
look at what?
Look at what it is right now. It's like it's pretty bad right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
not my doing.
I'm not saying it's your doing. I'm just commenting on what it looks like right now. I am on camera.
Okay. So here we go. Let me show you the back here where I've done the cutting. So not bad, but we need to go further up and bring that all the way up there. Okay, and then of course around the side.
How people are able to do this in like 30 minutes is
Well, I mean, I would imagine when you do it, you know, over and over again, you get used to it. I mean, I am impressed because everybody's hair is a little different,
Yeah.
you know, so for each customer, you kind of have to make adjustments.
Yeah.
All right, try again.
This chair is like loose spinning. Ooh.
Okay, if I'm making you dizzy, let me
No,
know.
it just really easily spins.
The overzealous hairstylist takes you on a carnival ride. Okay. So now we're gonna try to do some blending here. I've raised up the clippers a little bit.
Well, a lot of hair is coming off.
Yeah.
There's that.
This is going way faster, by the way, than me using scissors like I did the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't say that that technique was awesome, but we're looking okay, I think.
Okay.
Alright. And now we will go back to our bigger one.
It's like your dentist saying, filling's looking okay. Not awesome, but okay.
We're gonna lower that again.
Inspire confidence. This is the best ever.
Now we'll continue on up on the next part with the 1 inch. And now we will do the scissor part for the top.
Don't forget the sideburns
Yes, I'm gonna do those last.
and around the ears,
Yeah.
neck area.
Okay. Here we go again. I'm gonna try not to drench you. And you know, some people do their hair with like a part. Will just kind of has his hair all like there's no part basically. I don't know how to describe it, but
It just lays over to the
yeah.
There will not be a sister video of me trying to cut Candace's hair.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Like my hair really is getting to where it needs it, and I don't know what we're gonna do about that. I'm thinking about cutting my own. So if anyone wants to try to stop me, let me know.
I will
but-
raise a hand to try to stop you.
Okay.
Not in a defensive way, but like in a school classroom, like, Candace, please don't cut your own hair. I once tried to shave my own head.
How'd that go?
It did not go well. Because you just miss places.
Mm-hmm.
I do not recommend shaving your head. Unless you absolutely plan to have no hair.
And you said you normally do 1 inch on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little longer than 1 inch, but I'll come back and shorten it. And I know this is probably not like the technique, you know, someone's going, your hand's facing the wrong way or whatever, but.
I have no idea. I keep my eyes closed while people are doing this stuff. The only thing I know about is the experience I can feel without having to, or hear without having to look at it.
Some parts of his hair are really long because they, you know, I tried not to cut like deeply last time I cut it, and so I probably could have been
Yeah, it had a
less
rooster
conservative.
plume at the back.
Yeah, we're working on the rooster plume right now to tame that sucker down.
Feel it move when I walked. That's how plumish it was. Like a hair feather on top of my head. I'm not near as nervous as I was the last time when she first
I
time
was-
she got my hair.
I was very careful last time and very gentle.
But I was personally nervous.
Yeah. Okay, let's wet this down a little bit more.
She kept going, "Why are you breathing so hard?"
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a...
I was
That's
taking
fine.
deep breaths because it was mostly like scissors around everywhere. Which scissors do you use? Are they both?
These are the new ones that came with the clippers, so I'm trying them. So have you noticed a difference, or has
No,
it bothered you at all?
not really.
Okay.
Are they just different types of scissors? Or are they the same scissors, just two copies?
They're very similar scissors. I'll say that.
That's good for, I have no idea why they would choose sets of scissors in this case.
No, I know why we have them because no, the others we had ourselves.
Oh, those over there are the ones we had?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Like, why are there two sets of scissors in this?
No, the way I'm standing doesn't really help the video see how the hair is being cut. Let's turn it like this. There we go. Okay. Well, you know, I also should have put the lasagna in the oven already.
No, the lasagna.
I think I'm gonna run and do that actually real quick. I'll be right back.
You want me to babysit your video?
Yes.
Okay. Hey everyone. If you haven't already, you need to go to Candace's webpage and check out the Distracted Gardener videos because they're really good. You see Candace talk about all the different things in the yard, like the tomato plants, or the squash plants, or the bird's nest, or the ant hills, or the big hill up on top. Lots of things to see in our garden, apparently. Even a mowing video before she knew what it was like to be safe. So check those videos out.
I left and he could say anything he wanted. I'll find out later what he said.
I was
so.
advertising your YouTube channel.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really. That's great. But you know, like I told you, I'm not looking to make that.
But I was still doing it, whether you are making it bad or not.
Okay.
I just tell people to check out your gardening videos.
Thank you.
And how you give us a full tour of the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Every aspect of the yard.
I think we might make church. We have a live stream for church at 11. So we have a goal to make that live stream. Yeah, I'm with you, babe. I'm amazed at how fast people do this.
Hold.
Okay.
Yeah, shift.
Okay.
There we go. I didn't slouch too much and it was hurting my back. Don't worry, folks. I always look like I'm not enjoying a haircut when getting a haircut. I'm sure my hairstylist wonders if they're doing a good job the whole time because I zone out or try to. If I'm not talking to them, and even if I'm talking to them, don't give them a affirming, "Wow, that looks great." It's more of a,
Yeah, haircuts are not one of Will's favorites. I mean,
They're up there with
Mine
dentist
visits.
visits.
okay.
So my face is no indication of how I feel about how Candace is doing on me. Yeah, the reason I will not be learning to give Candace a haircut is because I am terrible with hands-on stuff. Clumsy is in my genetics. I can't cut a straight line when the line has been drawn out and clearly demarcated. So I don't want to do that to Candace's hair.
Now I just need to trim up and blend in these sides right here. It's the biggest thing.
Are wild on their own.
Yes.
They're the wild side of things. Whoa.
Sorry.
Could have lost some hair there. I'm eating breakfast late today.
Oh yeah, you haven't had breakfast yet?
And lasagna's gonna be like till 1 or 2.
It should be ready about 12:30. It was 10:30 when I put it in a second ago.
In it like 2 hours? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's right. How's it looking?
I think it's looking pretty good. I'm just trying to make sure that I got it even
That's always a good thing.
across. I mean, it's definitely gonna look better than how it looked.
But to be fair, I always wonder if my own shaves are even, so,
Yeah.
you know. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't.
I feel like this side is like a tad longer than the other
Do you
side.
feel like it, or is it?
I think is it? It is.
It is a little long,
So
okay.
I'm gonna trim it just a little bit more. Just in this area right here.
And then sideburns.
And then
around the
sideburns and
ears.
trims, yes. Sideburns, trim around his ear, and do the back here. Folks, I think we might be done. I'm gonna dry the hair the rest of the way.
Dry and style.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use the, let me take off this sheet and I'll use the blow dryer.
Oh, don't have anything.
Oh, yeah, okay. Not gonna take off the sheet right away because Will did not get dressed underneath. He does have underwear,
that
but
would
like,
not be a good
yeah,
thing to put on YouTube.
I forgot about that. This is probably gonna blow some hair around, but it'll be okay. We'll try to angle it up. But,
I'm just thinking, like, I'm glad this one.
yeah.
You don't need to be flagged for violating the community guidelines, babe.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm a new YouTuber, so that would not be good. Alright, let's just brush this out. Kind of style it. Okay, well, there it is. And let's look in the mirror because that has better lighting. So I'll bring you guys over here. I think to see that the chair keeps turning.
That front part. I don't know.
The front part?
Yeah,
What's the problem?
It looks a little bit more than the others.
Like it's too long?
Yeah.
I left it kind of long, but I can trim that more. Do you want that
It
trimmed
doesn't
more?
look even.
Okay, let me even it up.
other was.
Well, I'm trying to make it, trying to fix that middle part, which was basically a little shorter than the rest of your head, That's why it was looking like that.
So yeah, this process could take over an hour depending on how finicky your hair is.
And how experienced your stylist is.
Well, if this is a home, you're going to cut your hair at home. Most people are not going to be experienced stylists.
Alright, now I need
It does look better up top.
Okay, good. So now I'm going to taper on these edges to make it look more even. That's one of the things about cutting. I think there might just be a couple spots I need to do, right? Or you?
That part right there is looking really bald, and I don't think it normally looks that way.
This part? Is this what you're talking about? I can show you some pictures where, that's kind of how it looks, babe. Let me make sure that I did trim. There's a little cowlick here that might have kept me from trimming exactly.
And by little, she means massive.
Where's that? I think you just got some thinning right there, and I think once it starts growing back out again, it'll fill in more. Especially if you use your stuff, you've got some hair stuff to use.
That front part still does not look right when you tilt
When
up.
you tilt up. Okay, so keep your head tilted up. It's this thing right here, right?
Is that right?
Okay. I think with some styling it'll be fine, and I can also as it grows out again, I'll be able to tell exactly where. Don't shave it yet, babe. That's what I'm saying. Give it a minute.
I'm going to shave it.
Okay.
Whatever.
The hope is it better than what was before?
It's definitely shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking over time, probably, The problem is that the top and the other parts don't blend very well.
It needs to blend better.
Yeah.
I can do some blending if you want to give me more time, but if you probably need to eat.
And the back is still kind of like long. Needs to be a little shorter.
Okay, so I will, now that I have that, hopefully you'll be able to go to a stylist soon.
Not likely.
Yeah. Or hopefully I'll get better at my job.
It's not your job.
It is, your wife and friend.
It's not your job to cut my hair. It's something you're doing as a service. It's not something you're doing as a requirement. Doesn't look right. I don't know what it is. It just does not look right.
Well, for now, go get something to eat, and then I can try to do some dry blending using the technique I saw in the first video that you liked to make your top look the way you want it to look.
It doesn't matter. I'm tired of this stuff anyway. You can't do that.
So just to prove that even though the video of the haircut ended on a stressed out note, Will was very happy with the haircut. Let's hear from him, not from
The haircut was fine. It was good. It actually doesn't look too bad. Plus, you know, I hadn't ate anything and was in the chair for like an hour and 15 minutes, so I was just kind of getting antsy. She actually did a really good job on it.
Thanks, babe. So again, huge shout out to all of you who do this for a living and do it way better than any of us amateurs could. And I really, really hope that this pandemic just gets over with soon. So anyway, thanks for watching the video today. Bye.